Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS Small Business and ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Empowering SMEs. This series of videos is part of the Corporate Governance Network, and today's subject is people issues for directors and committee members. Company directors, committee members of not-for-profits, charities and sporting organisations have a very important responsibility when it comes to people issues within their organisations. So let's look at some of the people issues that we will be exploring in some depth in the Corporate Governance Network series of webinars which commences on Wednesday 9th of May. Fair Work Australia processes. Directors should have a working understanding of the Fair Work Australia process. And we have an expert, Jordan Lowry, who will be speaking in our webinar series on Fair Work Australia. Part of the review will cover items such as the recruitment policies that an organisation has, the induction process, very important to lay the foundations for an employee's relationship with their colleagues and with the business. Utilisation of the buddy system, employment agreements, adverse action, making sure that the new team member realises that discrimination will not be tolerated in your organisation. Bullying and harassment policy. This is a huge problem for many businesses throughout Australia. Company directors and committee members should be ensuring that the business has implemented policies which will inform people that bullying and harassment will not be tolerated. Mitigating employers' risks. This is very important because the employer organisation will be the entity that suffers penalties that might be issued from Fair Work Australia. Directors should be inquiring as to the disciplinary processes that the business has implemented and making sure that they're happy with them. Directors should also be examining the unfair dismissal policy within the business. Is it appropriate? Is it being abided by? Will it stand up to media interest and publicity? What are the redundancy processes that the business has? Is the business utilising the appropriate modern awards for the team of people involved in the business? Company directors and committee members need to be aware of the policies that have been introduced by management so as to minimise the chances of your company or organisation being subjected to a complaint being lodged with Fair Work Australia. Do you realise that Fair Work Australia receives a complaint every 3.84 minutes of a working day? I'm sure you would prefer that your organisation was not subjected to those types of complaints. Let's look at some of the other issues to do with people management that we will be considering in the webinar series. Team training. What team training has been undertaken? Succession planning within an organisation. Succession planning is just not for the general managers or CEO's role. It covers every position in a business. Workplace health and safety. Is there an awareness program? Is there appropriate training for all team members, especially when they commence, so that they understand the workplace risks in this organisation and how they should avoid placing themselves into a dangerous position? Directors should be inquiring whether management has produced appropriate procedure manuals on people issues. Treatment of customers is very important. There's been a major case in America in the last couple of days You wouldn't want that to happen to your organisation, would you? The relationship with fellow team members and other issues can be contained within the procedure manual. The company should have a policy so that team members understand what they have to do if they're involved in a research and development project, the recording of their time, the maintenance of diary records. Companies and organisations would be well aware to be implementing leadership training, and directors and committee members should be inquiring as to what is happening within the organisation on leadership training of the team. The management team also should be under close consideration by directors and committee members. What training has been implemented for the management team relative to the people issues so that there is no misunderstandings or disputes? Customers. Have the management team members been mentored in understanding the financial reports that are submitted to them, understanding key performance indicators, benchmarking? These are some of the issues that will be considered in the corporate governance network relative to people issues. We won't try to review all of these in one webinar session, but segments of them will be undertaken and discussed throughout the 6 90-minute webinars over the year. The first webinar workshop is on Wednesday, 9th of May 2018. For further information, please go to our website www.ess-smallbusiness.com.au and click on Corporate Governance Network. I hope that you will be able to join us on this webinar journey through all things relating to corporate governance issues for directors and committee members of not-for-profits, charities and sporting organisations. Have a great day. Goodbye.